how did you get involved and kind of why?
So welcome to SIM.
Thank you.
So SIM, I was introduced by the CEO of the staffing company that I was working for. She brought me to a SIM meeting. The first SIM meeting I went to, I met Cynthia Hara, who I know was one of the early on guests on your show. And I remember going to the meeting. There wasn't a whole lot of attendees then because this was probably about 3 years ago. And I just remember seeing, people walking up to each other, shaking each other's hands, giving hugs, asking, hey, how are you doing? Where are you working now? And I remember just watching as kind of a bystander who didn't know a lot of people in the room, watching the engagements and thinking, oh, this is like a gathering of people who know each other. And it just happens to be around IT and networking and things like that. So I continued to go to these meetings over and over again, and I was asked to be the secretary, which was awesome because it kind of fast forwarded my exposure to SIM. So that was great because I got to learn a little bit more about the organization, where have they come from, what's the objective, where are they going to. And I think what really cemented it for me was being a part of the golf tournament, the first golf tournament for SIM Las Vegas. I've always been someone who likes to help and give back. And again, there was a golf tournament committee. Anybody want to be part of it? Yeah, put me in, coach. I'd love to do it. I'm organized. I can corral people and herd cats. And so I started with the golf tournament. And I remember at the conclusion of the first golf tournament, and I was kind of the person who helped organize meeting notes, registration, different things like that. And I remember seeing, 100 plus people in this room, all IT, and just it was this sense of community that came together, and the room just had this electricity about it. And I think that was a moment where I was like, okay, this is something.
These are my people.
These are my people. This is a community. I can walk up to people and hug them and shake their hands and say hi. So I think that was my first exposure to networking within the IT community. And I am incredibly grateful and still a member of SIM, and I absolutely love what SIM does for the community.